You're excited about hitting him in the first half? Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. The point after is good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down. But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right? Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions. The wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, it's Bell. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Bell running on first down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go for it. Bring it on.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Prescott now. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Prescott now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
What's the old expression? 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, but it'll be second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3.
Here we go, go to 54, line. 53, line 53. Get that quarterback.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3.